finals at the National as you know, thanks to the generosity of the Pujara family, $1,000 Pujara family prize is on the line. It's late night festival of academic bee knowledge. So we get underway in just a second. Are the players where they need to be as per what's on the score sheet? Does that even matter at this point? I'm not sure. We're all right. Okay. Good. Okay, so I just need to get buzzer check. Yes. Yes. Grab the door, let me read. And then get underway. The 21st round of Quiz Bowl of today. Already played 20 of them. That's among everybody here. A high Zoom. Okay. So just download the packet. We can start. Okay, so let's do the buzzer check. Starting on my left, just going down the road to my right. Okay, and just tell us your name and full name, your school and your state. Seven Lakes High School, Texas. Okay, Sameen from Seven Lakes in Texas. Is the mic working? Just speak into it as best as you can. I think it's on. I'm not picking that up. Outside. Okay. Okay, well, we fixed that. Next is on the buzzer. Yep. Last high school senior. Okay, our Livingston in New Jersey. Okay. It straight up wasn't turned on. There you go. I'll do it. Okay, next up. Sammy El-Zahabi from Chattahoochee High School, Georgia. Okay. Sammy or Sammy? Sammy. SAM1. SAM1. Okay. So Sammy's from just 12. Okay, and all right. Okay, Grady from Boise, Idaho. Patrick Fine, Hazen High School, Washington. Okay, Padre Hazen in Washington. And on the end, Houghton from Compass Homeschool. Okay, Houghton from Compass Homeschool in Virginia. So good geographic diversity here. Pretty much all corners of the country represented in this national championship final match. Okay, everybody. As you know, these are being live cast on our YouTube channel. These questions will never be played again in competition play. So if just this once you want a video to match, it's fine by me because it'll go to the YouTube channel anyway. Otherwise, okay, players, it's a 35 question round out of 40, right? And unlimited negs, carrying that over again from our experiment successfully conducted at last year's International History Olympiad. Okay, players, are we ready to rock and roll? Good luck. Okay. All right, good luck. If the microphone's an issue, or if the sound or anything like that, just tell me between toss-ups, and I'll try to adjust it for you. We just pick a bit back. It's like here. I guess that test. Is this good? It's good. It's all right. Yes. Okay. So just clearly less echo. I totally get it. I'll do what I can. Just tell me if it's an issue. I'll adjust as best as possible. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll stay right here. All right, players. Good luck. Off we go. Toss up what? Applying boundary conditions to this equation for infinite potential wealth yields quantized energy levels proportional to n squared. Solutions to this equation are wave functions whose square Schrodinger? Yes, that's good for 6. So we're going to start a solve. Toss up 2. This work's author published two upbuilding discourses as a companion to it, and in the first part of this work, A gives essay lectures to the Simparana Hominoi and includes a presage to a later work by its author, the concept of anxiety. The second part of this work involves Eremita discovering a group of letters from B, also known as Judge Wilhelm. For the points, name this either or for 4 points. Padre, here, toss up 3. This artist is believed to have designed Rosemara House in County Kilkenny, and civic buildings designed by this man include the Charleston County Courthouse, which he modeled after Leinster House. Along with William Thornton, this man helped the design the brick octagon house in Loch Bottom, and this man won a competition using a 2-story facade design shortly after meeting George Washington. For the points, name this Irish Hogan, 4 points, the architect of the White House. Pass it forward. The Purex method for purifying fuel for nuclear reactors is based on this procedure to separate uranium from plutonium. And this method has also been used to procure metals such as cobalt and nickel. Tools often utilized to perform this procedure include separatory funnels. Distillation. Not distillation, they too. Filtration? No, to perform this procedure in separatory funnels in laboratory settings, and this procedure uses contractors in industrial settings. For the points, name this procedure in which a substance is moving. Centrifugation? No, to from one liquid to another admissible liquid. Liquid extraction. That's good for 3. Yep. 5, 4. Stop. Because this article was ratified by only 11 states, this is the only component of the Bill of Rights not incorporated into the Constitution. The final version of this law created a mathematical paradox by replacing the phrase less than one with more than one. If this amendment had been passed in its original version, the law group would have been expanded from 435 to thousands. The point in its proposed bill that would have regulated the number of seats in the House of Representatives. Time. I just want to get a drink here. It's the congressional portion. That myself. Fossil 6. During World War II, this artist began to work on the unfinished painting Victory Boogie Woogie. Montreal. Yeah, 6 months. 6. Good enough. Over to Ara. Fossil 7. One form of this mineral is citrine, which bears a yellowish orange. Quartz, that's 6 again. Over to Sami. Okay, cost 8. This city's Volpata area is often referred to as Roman Hill. The city's outskirts include Lake Osuntui, a lake situated in an impact crater where fishing is only permitted on wooden piers. This city is sometimes called Ose Krone after Ose Kufi Tutu I, and this city, known for its kente cloths, is where Okomfo not my student. Okomfo and Okie received the golden. No, not that. Received the Golden Stool. This city serves as the capital of the Ashanti region. For the points, named the second largest city of Ghana. Time. This is Kumasi. Toss up 9. Verify the scores after 10. The Life of St. Francis of Assisi inspired a ballet by this man titled The Noblest Vision. 1934 opera composed by this man, later yielded symphony, whose final movement is based on the Temptation of St. Anthony. Eventually emigrating to the U.S. amid Nazi denunciation of degenerate music, this composer's output ranged from the contrapuntal Ludus Tonalis. Hindemith is good for 5 points to Potter. Also 10, then to verify. In order to avoid assassination attempts, this scientist's identity was only revealed posthumously, and this scientist used the moniker chief designer throughout his career. This scientist served in the Voshkod program, which resulted in Alexei Leonov becoming the first person to perform a spacewalk. Gagarin? No, not Gagarin. But the point, he was a scientist who served as the lead Soviet rock engineer. Laika. No. Buzz is over to Hotman. Shields. No, not that. Sakharov. No, not Sakharov. Served as the lead Soviet rocket engineer during the space race and invented both the R-7 rocket and Sputnik 1. Time is Sergei Korolev. Okay, scores up on board. We have botnet -2, Padre at 20, Brady at -4, Sami at 0, Arav at 2, and Samin at 0. Check. Yeah, lots of scores. All right, toss 11. This leader ordered the beheadings of Mocha during a military retreat. This leader's policy of forced labor, known as the corvée, resulted in the construction of the Sanssouci Palace, his personal residence. No. On the end? No. Henri Christophe. Henri Christophe is correct for 5 points to other Sanssouci Palace. Okay, toss 12. A poem by this author satirized anti-Chinese sentiment by describing a game of euchre in which Irishman William Nye and Chinese immigrant Ah Sin attempt to out-cheat one another. In one story by this author, in Chinese, a playing card is found from Red Heart. Red Heart is good for 6 points. Over to Ara. Toss 13. J.J. Thomson explored the composition of canal rays by channeling streams of this element's ions through a magnetic and an electric field. In 2014, the price of this inactive element jumped by 600% after the Russian annexation of Crimea. And the red version of this element is the only type that is actually contained in its namesake lighting. For the points, identify phosphorus? No. Identify neon lighting. Yeah, that's good for 4 points back to Ara. Also 14. This island of Spjaja Kuniki, or Beach, has been voted the world's best beach by TripAdvisor, and this island is the largest of the Pelagia Islands, administered by the province of Agrigento. This island was where the film Fire at Sea was shot, and a ship carrying migrants from Libya capsized along this island's coast in 2013. For the points, name the southernmost island of Italy, which is situated between Sicily and Tunisia and serves as a major. Lampedusa is good for 4 points to Robert. Cost 15. This artist assembled the first display of Pablo Picasso's artwork in the United States at his gallery 291. Stieglitz, good for 6 points back to Ara. To cost 16. This chemist pioneered a technique to mass produce phosphorus, turning Sweden into a top producer of matches. This chemist discovered lactic acid and identified elements such as tungsten, barium, and hydrogen. This chemist was the namesake of the copper arsenite that was used as a green pigment but later faded out due to its toxicity. For the points, identified this German-born chemist who is credited with discovering oxygen independent. Priestley. Independent of Joseph Priestley. Sheila is good for 3 points to Sami. Okay, 17. This politician briefly resigned from his highest post after the signing of the armistice of Villafranca. This man initiated diplomatic collaboration between his state and Napoleon III's France, following Felice Orsini's attempted assassination. Before, let's go for 5 to 5. This character was the subject of a work by Peter Schiller, subtitled I'm Coming Home, which topped West Germany's music charts. Though allegedly autobiographical, this figure has drawn comparisons to men with surname Mattingly and Stafford, the latter of whom took part on the Apollo 10 mission. Major Tom. Major Tom, yes. There's classic rock to grading for 5 points. Toss it 19. The Zizzian philosophy was heavily influenced by this thought experiment, which its leader believes is real. This thought experiment was first conceptualized in 2010 under the title Solutions to the Altruist Burden, the Quantum Billionaire Trick. As a result, this thought experiment was heavily criticized by Les Raw. Rogo's Basilisk. Rogo's Basilisk, yeah, heard of that. You have 5 points back to Arab. 20 and then we'll verify. An army from this dynasty fought the Duchy of Aquitaine and Alfonso the Battenberg at the Battle of Lutanda, and this dynasty emerged victorious at the Battle of Fraga. This dynasty and its son Haja leader, Yusuf ibn Tash, fought the Battle of Sagrajas. Almoravid is good for 5 points to Padre Sorchek. Okay, so 3, grade 30, grading like 1. 73, R of 23, Samin Nekut, check. Okay. Come on, make you negative more, please. All right, toss of 21. Focus. Angels fly above an ominous hill in this artist's depiction of the lamentation. So, Joshua, nice buzz, 6 points. Down to 7. Toss of 22. A more advanced programming language inspired by this language, Snap, shares similar mathematical foundations in lambda calculus. Through the National Science Foundation, this language was developed in 2003 by Mitchell Resnick and Yasmin Kafayev. This language involves the use of different colored blocks to correspond to commands, such as scratch. Scratch is good for 5 points to Ara. Neck and neck. Toss of 23. This creature was sent by one god to attack Ethiopia after Queen Cassiopeia insulted him like Cetus. Cetus for 6 points, who's now within striking distance of the title. Toss of 24. One novel by this author shows the fall of Iron Rin during the McCarthy era. Coleman Silk's brother cuts him off from the family when it is revealed that he is passing as white and has a white doctor. No, not doctor. He has a white girlfriend in a novel by this author entitled The Human Stain. In an alternative, this was to Houghton, who gets 5 points for off. 25. This phenomenon's eponymous scientist received the 1958 Nobel Prize in Physics for discovering it alongside Igor Tom Ilya Prompt. The IAC, that's IACT, is a device used to image this phenomenon, which is emitted by gamma rays when they strike when they strike the atmosphere. In this phenomenon, the charged particle passes through a medium at a speed greater than that medium's speed. Cherenkov radiation. That is correct. 5 points here to Sammy. 26. Prior to this specific event, Major Jim McLeod gave the order for protesters to disperse. ABC interrupted its judgment at Nuremberg broadcast to show coverage of this event, and James Spider Martin captured a picture of organizer Amelia Boynton during this event, lying unconscious. Kent State. Not Kent State. Lying unconscious on the ground after being beaten by blood. Bloody Sunday. Bloody Sunday is good for 5 points to Padre. 31. 27. The Tales of My Landlord is sometimes not included in this larger series, which includes works such as The Black, as well as a novel about a national an outlaw. This series, which includes Rob Roy's Whitroy, for 5. Just missing 6. Tomorrow comes to 39. 28. 2-word answer required. In morphology, this process produced similar body plans in animals like the thymus and conversion evolution. And he's your champion. Okay, so for everybody else, there's 29. Supposedly, 500 ministers were convinced to support this leader's claim to the throne after succeeding the people. That is number 6 to Samini. 30. This painting, which features the Rückenfigur motif, is on display. Wander by the Sea of Fog. That's for 6 to Podreg. In striking distance for 2nd. Okay, so with 5 to play, scores check. For those keeping it. Yep. Okay. 31. During this conflict, the Brothers of the Sword were disbanded shortly after they lost the Battle of Saul. The legend. Like the Baltic Crusades? I can take that. Yeah, what the Northern Crusades? 32. This character was inspired by the alleged crimes of novelist Laura Keeler, the author of Brand's Daughter. This character, who is variously nicknamed Little Bird and mocked as a wastrel, asked her husband to coach her in the Tarantella to avoid Nora Helmer. Nora Helmer, that's just to Padre. Else 33. The advent of electric motors allowed these devices to spin indefinitely, and the company Anschutz became the first firm to manufacture navigation instruments using them. After using a pendulum, Léon Foucault employed one of these devices to demonstrate the rotation of the Earth. The Coriolis vibratory types of these devices use vibrations as their primary reference for the points. Meaning these devices that are used to measure orientation and angular velocity. These are gyroscopes. To deploy. 34. Forces led by William B. Eaves captured Mariano Guadalupe Gallego during this conflict with his airfield. Yes, 6 points down to Cotton. And last question of the day. In one word, the poet instructs the ignorant Perseus on how to run a farm and recounts the gold, silver, bronze, and iron ages of. That's it. I see it here for 6 points. I'm not surprised. Our official Noel come up and hand out the awards with me to the 6 finalists in the varsity division for the varsity national academic league. And Deborah are the JV players going to come in and receive their awards. They're not letting that does not surprise. Okay, varsity awards are on this side, so hand them out when I call them up. In 6th place, congratulations to Boise, Idaho, and Brady Nova. Oh, yeah, it's over there. It's okay. 5th place to Sammy from Chattahoochee, North Carolina. Okay. 4th place going to Samin from Seven Lakes High School. 3rd place going to Houghton Neville. 2nd place to Pottery Finance. Next to high school. And Prince Bobby Wong, Robinson High School, who still have national champions. Congratulations as national champions. Academic B, I'll bring the JV players in here momentarily for their awards. Go get some much needed rest. I imagine that all of you are playing tomorrow in some capacity. Earned at least some sleep. Go get it. And we're playing History B.